Welcome back to Matrixploit, guys, and today we are going to start the new series that is for bash scripting. So now for this particular series you should have the knowledge of Linux commands. So the common commands you should know, like cd, mkdir, touch, echo, and you should know how to navigate the file system of Linux. That knowledge is enough for starting this particular series. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So here we are going to use the WSL I have installed. That is, I have installed the Ubuntu machine. So this is my WSL. We are going to work on Ubuntu, which is a Windows subsystem Linux I have installed on Windows. So here we will get the Linux environment inside Windows machine. Okay, so let's get started. So the very first thing is there are two types of shells. Actually there are so many, but the main shells are sh and bash shell. So sh is called as born shell and bash is called as born again shell. Born shell is one of the earliest shell which was discovered, which was invented very earlier. Now we are using the bash shell, which is the latest version and which is the upgraded version of born shell. Now we are using bash shell and that is called as born again shell. So what are the differences? I'll quickly show it to you. So let's say I'm executing a command like mkdir test dir. I'm creating one directory. I am navigating to it cd test dir and I am creating a file over here that is test file. So I have executed mkdir cd and touch command. So in bash shell you specially get an advantage to move to previous shells. So it's like this. So you can navigate to your previous commands. You can go through your previous commands with the help of the arrow keys. That is, I'm pressing up arrow key and down arrow key to navigate to the previous commands. So this functionality is not available in the sh shell. Now to switch to sh shell is you have to execute simply the command that is sh and enter. So now you are on sh shell, that is born shell. So if I execute here I'll not get much stuff to do. So as you are seeing, I'll not be able to use it properly also. So here the auto completion will also not work. If I execute mkdir test dir 1, so the directory has been created. If I list it, see, so this directory has been created, right? Now if I navigate to it, let's say test, and if I hit tab, it is executing tab instead of auto completing. So that particular functionality you don't get in born shell. Okay, so again to revert back to your shell, you can simply enter exit command or you can press Ctrl+D. Or if you want to go to your bash shell from here, so you have to enter the command that is bash enter. Now this is your bash shell. Here I was using zsh shell, that is z shell. That is the more advanced version of the bash shell. So the first version is born shell and then the second version is born again shell, and now the latest version which you can use it for adding plugins and different kinds of modification to your terminal, to your shell, you can use zsh shell. Okay, now from here if you want to move to zsh shell, so you just have to enter zsh and enter. So now you are again on zsh shell. But the thing is that I have navigated from this particular z shell to born shell, then I have navigated to born again shell, that is bash shell, and now again I have switched to z shell. So now if I enter exit command, I'm not going to exit from this particular terminal. This will not going to close. I will be changed to the previous shell, that was this one, that was the bash shell. So if I hit enter, again I have changed to bash shell. Again if I hit this command exit and enter, now I am again on the previous shell, that is sh shell. Now if I again execute exit command, instead of exit, if I execute Ctrl+D, this will also work as the exit command. So you can use exit command, or the alternative, the shortcut is Ctrl plus D. So while doing the bash scripting, the most effective thing or the most effective way of doing the bash scripting is you should know the working of shortcut keys. So if you are able to use the shortcut keys more effectively, then your bash scripting speed will get increased. So we are going to work on shortcut as well. I'm going to tell you all the shortcuts while doing this bash scripting series. Okay, now we'll proceed to the next part of this thing. As you guys are aware of echo command, so what does echo command do? Echo, and then we will just print something like hello world. We'll just print something like hello world and then enter. So echo is going to print as it is. Whatever we are printing over here, whatever we are giving over here, the output, it will print the same thing. So echo command is used to print the same thing as it is. Okay. Now we are going to create a small bash scripting file. So now for that we will create a file that is called as touch and shell.sh. Enter. If I list it, so here the file has been created. Now I'll open it in any editor, nano editor or any editor. I prefer to use VI editor. I feel more comfortable in it. Now, to begin your bash scripting, you have to add one line at the top, and that is the compulsory thing. You have to add that line, then you have to start your bash scripting. Now, how will you start that thing? You have to add hash. First of all, you need to enter into the insert mode. Then you have to add hash !bin/bash. Now, what is this /bin/bash is? I'll open one more terminal. Here, if I execute echo $shell. So what I am doing here is now I am checking the value what is there inside this shell variable. This is a variable. This shell is a variable and I am checking the value of this variable. So what is the value inside this variable is ZSH, user bin ZSH. So I am on particularly ZSH shell. Now I want to see if in your case you are using the bash shell. So you are going to see like this /bin/bash. Like this, this output you are going to see is like this /bin/bash. So now if you want to check your path, in some cases your path for the bash shell is something different. So to confirm it, you have to do which, you have to execute the command which and then bash. So in that case, you'll be going to see like this. You are using bash from this particular path. Your bash is in this particular path. So in that case, what I have to do is I have to change this path to this path particularly. So /user/bin/bash. So I have to change this particular path to /user/bin/bash because my bash is getting executed from this path. So in your case, it might be /bin/bash directly, but in my case, it is showing me /user/bin/bash. Okay. After this, from here you can start your bash script. Now, what does a bash script is? It is nothing but a series of commands. How you arrange a series of commands. That is called as bash scripting. That's it. Now we are going to see how to use the for loop, switch case, and different types of loops we are going to see, and what are the syntax, what are the format to write a bash script. So that we are going to see now. Now we will create a very simple and very easy bash script file. Now we will put the command echo hello world inside it, and then we will save it. Escape : W for save, Q for quit, and enter. So our bash file, our bash script has been created. Now if I list it, ls-l, the size has been increased to 36, right? Now if I cat it, shell.sh, now I'm seeing my bash script over here. After that, if I try to execute, now there are different ways of executing the file. So first way is dot slash and then shell.sh. This is the one way. If I execute like this, the file will get executed, but it will give me an error, that is permission denied. If you have followed my Linux series, you would have guessed it right. Like here the permissions, I haven't given the execution permission to this particular file. So to give the permission, execution permission, I have to execute chmod plus x and then I have to write shell.sh and then enter. Now again if I check, now this x over here has been added. So this shell.sh file has been granted the permission to execute. Now if I execute it like dot slash and then file name shell.sh and then enter, the bash script file is getting executed. I haven't executed the command, that is echo hello world. I haven't executed, but as soon as I have executed, I have run this file, so the output has been like hello world. Why is it so? Because this file is containing this particular command, that is echo hello world. This is getting executed. If I add something else to this file, let's say echo hello world 2. Now let's check what will happen. Now if I cat this file, so here there are two commands, that is echo hello world and echo hello world 2. Now let's check. If we execute this file, now we are getting hello world and hello world 2. So what do we get from this is, the bash script file runs the commands in one by one manner. So the first command will run firstly, then the second command, then the third command, and consecutively like whatever commands you are giving. So like this, the bash script file, the bash file is going to work. Now proceeding for the another part, that is it really necessary to give the extension that is .sh? No, because we are using bash shell, we are using the bash script. So sh stands for sh shell, that is born shell, and we are doing the bash scripting, we are doing the bash scripting, that is born again shell, we are doing the scripting in born again shell. So if we remove this particular extension from this, now we will try to execute the file. So that will be shell, only shell, and still the file will get executed. Why? Because it doesn't matter what extension you are giving, because the file, the content of the file is starting with this particular string, and this string is called as shebang. So shebang is a thing which is telling your terminal that this particular content inside this file is a bash script and you have to execute it as a bash file. So that's why your terminal is treating this particular file as a bash script and you are getting the output correctly. Okay, now we'll move for the another way for executing this particular file. There is another way to execute this file is bash and then shell enter. This is also a way to execute this particular bash file, bash script file. Another way to execute is, from where I am using this bash is /user/bin/bash. So what I can do is, I can give the full path and then shell enter. This is also another way to execute a bash script file. One more way for executing this is, that is sh, and then you can execute with the file name and enter. So as this is a bash script file, still the sh command, sh shell is able to execute this file because it is containing only the basic commands, that is echo, and then we have given the input, what it should be, what it should print out. So that is simply a bash shell. So it is simply related to the simple commands, that is echo command. Born shell is able to execute those commands. So it doesn't matter whether you are using bash or sh. Both the things are able to execute this particular file. Now we will proceed for the arguments. how to use the particular arguments inside this particular bash shell. Like, let's say I'm asking your name. So what is your name? This particular thing, and the reply should be my name is dash dash. So you should get the reply as my name is whatever your name is. Like this we are going to create it. So firstly we will going to give an argument, like we will run the file and then we will give the argument and the same thing will be printed in the output. So this we are going to see now. Now what we are going to do is we are going to edit that particular file, that is vi and shell. So shell is not a shell because it's a file. Actually it's a file. So what I'll do is I just change this name to shell.sh so that we will not get confused. Now if I list it, yeah, now we can differentiate between it. So vi and then shell.sh, enter. There is a particular thing in bash scripting, that is you can use a dollar sign. We'll just remove this double quotes and we will add a $1. So this $1 will act like argument 1. So whatever we are going to put over after the file, so that will be used as an argument, and that thing is going to print at $1 particular thing. Now we will put over here as $2. Now this is the second argument. We will just save this file. Now if we execute this file, that is /, this is a common way of executing the file that is very quick and fast. So /, and then shell.sh. Now I'll give it as a name like argument 1 and argument 2, like this. And if I hit enter, see, hello world argument 1 has printed at argument 1, hello world argument 2. So argument 2 has been printed over here. Now this you can use it like, let's say I'll create one more file, that is vi file.sh and enter. So as usual we have to add shebang /user, that is /user/bin/bash, and this has been done. Now if we execute it like echo hello $1, I'll just remove this, it's not needed over here. Hello $1, hope your day will be good, and exclamation mark. I'll end it. Okay, I'll just save this file and exit. Now I'll make it executable, chmod +x file.sh, enter. So this has been made as executable. Now we are ready to go. /file.sh, and then I'll give a name as John, enter. So what it is printing, hello John, hope your day will be good. So like this you can use the arguments to put particular thing into the line or wherever you want. So this is called as argument. So this part is clear. Now we'll proceed for the next thing. Now we will learn how to take argument from the user, like while running the script. This is before running the script, we are giving this argument. So we will learn how to take the argument from the user while the script is running. Okay, now we will create another file, let's say file2.sh, and enter. As usual we will add the shebang /user/bin/bash. So this has been done. Now we will do echo, and here we will add what is your name. Then in the next line I will add read name. So a name variable will get created, and then what I'll do is echo, and then I'll print like welcome $name to our website. So what it will going to print is, let's say, what is your name? We have inputted John. So it will be saying, welcome John to our website, like this. So we will just save this file, wq, and we will make it executable. File chmod +x, file2.txt, file2.sh, and then we will just check it with ls-l. So it is showing it is getting executable. Now we will try to run that file, file2.txt, file2.sh, enter. So it is asking what is your name. So I'll enter John, enter. So what it is saying, welcome John to our website. So whatever you want, you can put it like this. So once it is taking the input, and then it is storing it in particular variable, and that variable we are printing. So this is called as printing something with user input. So we will keep till this for this particular video. We will meet in the next video. So peace out.